Hi, and thank you for tuning into this video called 6 tips on how to spot a bad client. Um, so if you are a freelancer or own your own business, you will undoubtedly come across this situation where you meet this person, and this is not the person you want to work for or work with. There's a lot of people out there that might not suit you, and it is crucial to know how to spot these people. And in most cases they won't be as bad as him, but it will hurt your cash flow if you take on these clients, and you will look like this person, and that's just not fun, and your work has to be fun. If you have to keep it up, you have to have fun doing what you do, and make the money that you do. And in the end, if you want to get better client relationships, you have to figure out how to spot the good from the bad. And so these next tips is going to help you do this. Number one, create a profile of your clients, and I've talked about this a few times now. Both for profiling clients for your websites and so on. But if you want to figure out which are the right customers for you, you have to profile them. Figure out, is it big companies you want to work with? Is it family-owned businesses? Is it freelancers? Is it government institutions and so on? What type of clients do you like working with? And looking back on the clients you already had, which were the most successful. Number two, find out if the client have the appropriate budget. You will get contacted by a lot of people who actually don't have any money, and just are interested in figuring out, well, how much does a project cost and so on. So you have to figure out, does this client have the money for the project? And this is a good place to figure out, do you want to do the small projects, the mid-sized projects, or the big projects? What project size is fun to do for you? And you can ask the client if they have a budget for the project. They usually have, and in most cases they don't want to reveal it, because they think that if they reveal their budget, they won't get as good as a bargain as if they keep it to themselves. And in a lot of cases, this is actually not true. If you are open about your budget, you will usually get more out of a freelancer like me, because I can better plan the project. But figure out how much money people have to spend on the project. Number three, take note of your initial contact. This is really important, because the initial contact, the way you see the client act in the first contact, the first meeting, and so on. This is probably the way that they are going to act all through the project. So if they are scattered and have a hard time getting back to you, and keeping appointments and so on, well, that's probably how it's going to be for the rest of the project. If they are stressed out, if they are hard to communicate with, this is going to be a good pointer on how the work is going to be with this client. Number four, make sure that the client respects you, and this is also extremely important. You don't want to work with people that don't respect you, don't respect your values, and doesn't respect your time. You are selling your time, and that's it. If people are, if your clients are calling you at all hours of the day, or constantly try to get more out of the project that's already budgeted, and so on. You have to think about, is this the right client for me? Number 5, have a signed contract that benefits both you and your client. This is very important to get a contract that that covers all the possibilities of what could go wrong in a project, and make sure that you don't start working for the client unless both you and the client have signed the contract, and make sure that the client understands the contract, and my advice would be, don't go for any changes in your contract, or very few changes. If clients try to change your contract, it's usually a sign of them not respecting you, and them trying to get fewer restrictions, and that's just a bad sign in a client. Number 6, be prepared to fire your client. And initially, if you figure out before starting a project, if you figure out that this client is not going to be a good partner, and this is not going to be a good project, be clear about it, and tell the client that you are not the right person for the job. And it's not always because clients are bad people or anything like that. It might just be that the chemistry between you and the client doesn't work. So you can say this in a respectful way, and make sure that they know this is all about business, and not a personal thing, and you can refer them to other colleagues that might do the project better. Of course, if you already have started a project and start to figure out that this is not going to be a good project, this is going to end badly, you have to kill the project quickly, and move on. There's no shame or no harm in doing this. You can always, if you have a good clear contract, you can always end projects before time if you think that this is not going to work. So this is it for now, and I hope you have gotten a little wiser in figuring out which clients to work with, and which client to fire. Remember, there's always exceptions to these rules, and in some cases, you have to think about earning money, so you might have to ignore some of these rules, or you will meet clients that you really want as a reference, so you will stretch to make it work. But just remember, it has to be fun, and these are kind of the rules and the foundation of securing that your work is fun, and securing that your customer relationship with this client is going to be good, and hopefully the client will come back later on and give you more projects to do. So if you have any experiences in this, or good and bad, or any thoughts on what to add to this list, feel free to type them in the comment section below. If you have any questions, feel free to write them there too, or hit me up on email. As always, if you want to stay updated with new videos, connect with me on Facebook and Twitter, or subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. So don't be a stranger. See you later. Bye.